Dancers, if you need help with your Ayeshas and your handsprings and just getting more arm strength in general, feeling really strong and confident in your bracket grip, that's what this class is all about. It took me so long to get my Ayesha and feel like I was able to hold it and feel really strong, purely because my arms were so weak and I'm also hypermobile. So I was dealing with extra instability and kind of limp noodle arm struggles as well. So this is going to be great if you are really struggling with building arm strength and want some exercises to work up to getting your Ayesha and handspring, because there's really no point in trying to just do it over and over if you haven't built the proper strength, muscle activation in your back as well as your arms, and haven't built that kind of stability to be able to stabilize and hold yourself in that position. So I'm going to take you through all of the exercises that I teach to my other students and that really helped me finally be able to do handsprings, deadlifts, Ayeshas, and feel like I can actually do them and not going to fall. So what you're going to need is a dumbbell or a kettlebell. I have like a 20-pound dumbbell right here, so even if you only have like a 10 or a 5, just grab that. Don't go higher than 20 though. And then also you might want to grab some grip and something to wipe down your pole. We are going to be doing some drills on and off the pole. So let's just get right into it. So I'm going to start with just a little bit of a warm-up here. I'm going to start by twisting my arms here, rotating, spiraling one arm in and one arm out, and sitting up nice and tall. And I'm trying to not move my ribs too much. I'm trying to just isolate through the arms, spiraling all the way out through the fingertips. This is a great way to warm up your arms and your hands. Also, if you're gonna do a twisted grip Ayesha, definitely gotta get some twists going. Good, okay, now let's just do some big arm circles here. Just gonna do a really short warm up just so that we've gotten some movement through the joints here before we start to work them. Good, okay, then I'm gonna reach up. And I'm going to take cactus, arms around my elbows back together, but I'm going to keep my rib cage neutral. So I'm not arching here, I'm keeping my core strong, my ribs neutral. Again, isolating through the arms. Exhale. Let's go 5. Close the hands as you draw down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Okay, take a little head roll here. All right, so first exercise here is coming to a plank and finding your nice strong plank. Now we're pushing into the floor. That active push is gonna come in really handy for your Ayesha. So if you feel like you're kind of sagging here through the shoulders, I need you to push them down, think from the shoulder, grounding into the floor. Spread those fingertips on the floor so that your weight is evenly distributed, not just dumping into your wrists. And then pulling your core up and in. Now from here, we're gonna send the hips up and back to a downward dog. Okay, so you wanna find a place where you can shift from plank to downward dog without having to adjust your feet. So go ahead and test that out. Going from plank to a downward dog. Even in downward dog, plugging your fingertips into the floor, really push through the whole hand. And in downward dog, we want to try and keep a neutral rib cage as well and not splay out through the ribs and really dump and sag here. We want to be nice and strong, okay? And something that's happening in my down dog is I'm even thinking of slightly rotating through the shoulder here. I'm thinking about finding this little bit of a spiral as I'm pushing down through my hands, okay? So you really want to feel like you're activating from your back here. That's kind of why I'm tuning in with that spiral, trying to think about my scapula like wrapping down towards my ribs rather than just being kind of like out. Yeah, a little bit of a spiral here and then pressing. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna come forward into a plank, and then we're going to take left arm to right ankle, take a twist, and have a single arm press through that right arm. Now with control, coming back to a plank at the last second, put that left hand down. Now switch, right arm to left ankle. Twist and press through the left arm. Come back to a plank. Then put the hand down. So we're trying to knot here and put that hand down before we come into plank. I'm gonna challenge you to move on that one hand into the plank and then put the hand down, okay? So this is gonna be working that single arm press ability that you need with your Ayesha. Same kind of muscles of being able to press and get a little bit of like that twist, like you're basically hitting kind of the same angle that you'll be in with your hips, your legs here. And it's a great way to build stability. So let's do 10. We're gonna switch side to side here. Starting in plank, exhale. Hold and replace. Exhale, 9. Hold and replace. Exhale, 8. Hold and replace. Exhale, 7. Hold and replace. Exhale, back 6. Press through that left arm and replace. 5 and replace. Keep that neutral rib cage, core tight. 4 and replace. 3. Replace, almost there, 2 more. 2. And 1. Good. All right, so come on up. So now I'm gonna have you grab your dumbbell here. This is an exercise that my trainer had me do in the gym, and it helped me so much, again, with that overhead press, which when we are in Ayesha, we are doing that, and we need to be able to push from this overhead arm extended position. So what you're gonna do is taking your dumbbell, you're gonna press it up, and now you're gonna hold it there, and we're gonna be actively pressing up, and all you're gonna do is start to take it for a walk, and work your arm and back's ability to stabilize as you're shifting your weight. It's harder than it looks. So especially, you want to keep your ribs neutral and not like start to sag or splay out. Keep it nice, tight core, good alignment, pressing up. And you're just gonna walk it around. And you're gonna feel that your arm's gonna start to get really fatigued. And this is just pressing 20 pounds, not even pressing your whole body weight. Breathe, and we'll walk. 5, 4, oh my god, so hard. 3, 2, 1. Good, come down. So even if you just have a 5-pound weight, still do it and just work, right, your arm's ability to stabilize while you're moving around. You can also do this going up and down stairs if you have stairs in your house. That is like killer. Okay, and if you don't have a dumbbell, now is the time to get one. It's gonna help so much. I really think that this exercise was a huge turning point for me and like my ability to stabilize. You don't realize how much stability you need, right? When you're in the air, you're trying to balance your whole body. So you need to wake up those stabilizing muscles in your arm and back. And I'm trying to keep this shoulder down and create space in my neck. So if you feel like you're scrunched up here, see if you can drop that shoulder. Keep the rib cage neutral. Even bring a hand to your ribs to make sure you're not like arching out like this. It's not what we want. Pressing up. Also be mindful to not hyperextend through your elbow. Keep a tiny baby bend there. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, those are tough. Okay, good. Hopefully your arms are feeling nice and warm. Now here's some drills you can start to do on the pole. I'm gonna wipe down my pole really quick. And honestly, like, you really do need to feel super strong in these drills before you try to do Ayeshas. Like, if you don't feel solid in these, ain't no way you're gonna feel solid with your whole body up in the air, okay? So maybe grab some grip. I'm gonna take you through three drills that are, again, gonna work. Come on, grip. Let's go. I'm gonna work all different angles of an Ayesha and of a handspring. So first thing we're gonna do is taking a bracket grip. And now what you wanna work on, because a lot of people will do bracket grip and kind of like lean on their elbow or like kind of lean over, have some funky alignment that can start to give you wrist pain or elbow pain. I want you to really line up like your shoulder right with the pole here. And then from there, then get that arm forward. You wanna keep the elbow off of the stomach. You don't want to start to lean on your elbow. From here, reaching up high. Now, what we're going to start to do is just start to pull the top arm down and slightly push. And sometimes just, you don't even need to lift the feet off the ground. We just want to start to feel this top arm actively drop down to draw you up. That is a function that you really need to have down so that you're not just hanging out here. Like, you actively need to be able to feel that, like pulling you up onto your toes, going up. So just doing these like little shrugs. We're mainly working the top arm. And we pull up, and I'm trying to create a lot of space in my neck. I pull that shoulder away from the ear, lower with control. And pull up. You don't need much to make it a good workout. Pull it down. Think about feeling it from these lats here, anchoring down. From your back down. If it helps, you can put a hand here as you're going. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, pull yourself up. 2, 1. Okay, good. Other side. It's also great to strengthen your grip strength. So you can have your hand here. Bottom hand's not doing too much. We're mainly working top arm here. Going up. And retract that arm. Like, pull that shoulder from out here down the back. Feet aren't doing too much. You're really trying to think like that, pulling the shoulder down. So it's pulling you up. Pull, up. Good, again, you can just do it with one arm and bring your other hand back here to really feel and build that mind to muscle connection to draw down. Down. See these muscles activating here, your lats, your serratus. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, now we're gonna work the bottom hand to press. again, this is something that a lot of people really struggle with strength-wise. So what you're gonna do is bring your feet a little wider away from the pole so that you can kind of lean in at a diagonal here. And we're gonna find our bracket grip, coming down here. And what we're gonna do is bend and push, and literally work like a little push up here. Pushing. And I'm trying to work on keeping my hips and my shoulders pretty square here and not like doing any weird twisty things. Then keep your body straight as a board like you're in a plank, and we're trying to just isolate through that arm. Bending in and push. And I'm also not bending in here to lean on that arm. I'm letting that arm instead come to kind of like shave my side here, okay? Core in, straight like a board. And we press for 10. Inhale as you lower down, exhale as you push. 9, 8. We're going nice and slow here too, nice and controlled. 7, 6, 5. Try not to come out and like jam and like lock those elbows. Come to a little baby bend. 4. Shoulders away from the ears. 3, 2, 1. Good. Other side. So again, coming out to I'm about like maybe a foot and a half away so that I can really get that nice diagonal line. Obviously, the further out you go, the harder it's gonna be. So meet yourself where you're at, where you feel like you're challenged, but you're not like so challenged that you have to like resort to poor alignment, right? Okay. So squaring the hips, squaring the shoulders. We're gonna bend down and press. We inhale as we come in, exhale as we push out. 7, control. 6, 5, 4, you got it, move that breath. 3, 2, 1, good. Okay, so all of these together will really help with, first of all, your bracket grip, that ability to push and pull with the top arm here. So now we're gonna combine these together and we're gonna do just that. Little floats and trying to stabilize. A lot of times I'll see dancers like, whoa, like not even have the control to like hold their body still. And that's really important in your Ayeshas. If you're not even able to like, whoa, like hold your body in place, how are you gonna do that in Ayesha? This is working that stability. It's gonna work your core, your back, your arms. So the challenge here is to do those lifts without like swirling around and trying to keep it right in place, nice and still. Okay, so we're gonna have right hand high, left arm low, and we're gonna just try to do 5 solid floats here. So you can lift up onto your toes, and we're thinking pull, right? What we were just working on, the pull and push. All right, lift and lower. Exhale, lift and lower. Good. Pull down, push out, lift and lower. Ooh, it's hard to not swing. Give me 2 more. Lift and lower. Lift, pull, pull, pull with that top arm and lower. Okay, last one, so strong. Keep it still. Lift and lower. Okay, good. You need to wipe down your pull. Go for it. We'll do that on the other side. It's so much harder when you're really trying to stabilize, but that ability to hold it still is what you're gonna need for your Ayeshas, for your Iron X's, anything, so that you are able to hold and not like, whoa, be gooing everywhere, okay? So now left hand high, right hand low, We're pulling, so you also want your hand not so high that you can't pull. Like if your arm is way up here and your shoulder is already up by your ear, that's not helpful. Like you're not gonna be able to pull, so have it low enough that you can still like retract and you still can like pull that shoulder down. I really want you to think about creating that space. Sometimes I feel like dancers think like the higher up I go, like the more control I'll have, but like really you want to be able to retract that shoulder, pull it down. That's what's going to help you activate your back muscles and actually stabilize here. Okay? All right, 5 solid lifts. Oh, this is my bad side. I'm not excited. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, keep that stomach off of the bottom arm. 2, don't start to lean on it. 2, I think that was 3, this is 2. And last one, pull it down, push it in. Good. Okay, so now we're gonna start to take it to the side, start to move into our Ayesha shape, which is ultimately here. Now we're not gonna start here, or we're not gonna end here, but this is a really important shape to be able to hold. But now we're gonna come bring it to the side, okay? So what we're gonna do here is little split floats, holding here on the side. Now you wanna feel like you can open up your chest. Ultimately, you may have to start more here, but the more that you can open up here, the more you're gonna help towards your Ayesha. But meet yourself where you're at. Again, we don't wanna have the hand so high here that we can't get some space away from the pull. This is where that pushing away from the back, down the arm, kind of got this little spiral, like, wow. That is gonna come really in handy, really, it's gonna come, oh my god, I have hiccups, guys. It's gonna come in really handy here. So we're gonna try to do the same thing, just a little float, and float, switching the legs into a little like split. Doesn't have to be huge, but just boop, 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 okay? And try to hold that. And again, we're trying to not like swivel and slide around the pole. Okay, which side? Yes. Right side, left hand down. Okay, so you can already find your push here. And I'm even trying to find a bend here. I'm gonna float, and down, and float, and down. Exhale, float. Even harder. And float. Good. 2 more, 1 each side. Float. And last time, we're thinking about pulling, pushing. Exhale. Whew. Good. Okay, time to the other side. I don't like it. Right there with y'all. This is why we're not gonna skip one side. We're not gonna just favor one side. We're gonna do it all. Okay? So again, be far enough away that you can kind of get this nice bend through the side of the body here. We don't want to be right up on the pole. And again, there's this like spiral and push down through the shoulder to the wrist here, okay? All right. Let's get it. And push, and down. Push, and down. 4 more. And down. Pull and push. And down. Okay, 2 more. You can reset every time. Pull and push. Pull, push. Oh my god, I'm losing it, guys. Okay, last time. Pull, push. Whew. Good job. Okay, we've got one last thing, and then we will call it a day. Guys, it's so good. So good. These are like, you want to feel solid in these exercises before you get into your Ayeshas. So we're not going to even really get into Ayeshas today, but these are things that you want to be drilling and repeating. So we've worked here, and ultimately when we're in Ayeshas, we're going to be more here with your legs up. So we want to be able to work that full mobility, that full rotation, because in a handspring, you're going to go from forward to side to up, right? So we want to feel strong in our shoulders' ability to rotate and stabilize our weight. So something that I have all my students do is I want you to work from here to pivot and working your shoulders' ability to keep you balanced. Now this is harder than it looks because you might feel like, oh, I want to fall this way. But you have to stay on this foot here, rotating in, and then using your shoulders, using your arms to press and pull you open. And come back. So I'm going to recommend starting it here, just like you would in a handspring, a little bit lower. And working that push, pull, chest up to the ceiling, and then back to the bracket grip. And we're really working our balance and stability muscles here. And this is really going to help your body feel more comfortable with the pathway when you're doing an actual handspring. Okay? So, you can test it out both sides and then we'll try it out. Pulling and pushing, rotating that chest up and really finding an arch here, bringing your titties to the ceiling. And then coming back down. Rotating, pulling, pushing, up, and down. So if you're truly using your arms, you're gonna feel that workout. You're gonna feel this muscle start to shake. It's gonna be really great, like mind to muscle connections. We're gonna take these nice and slow, okay? So starting on the right, coming down, going arms far enough away, lift up on those left toes, bring the right knee in, this passe, and to open it, we're gonna be pulling. Like you have to pull with that top arm, push with the bottom. Here, hold, and then rotate back. Keeping that pull push the whole time. Don't just start to kind of like be active here. Pull, push, rotate, and come back. Good. Pull, push, open, balance, and come down. 3 more. Pull, push. Pushing here, pulling, and come down. 2 more. And come down. Last one. See, I'm starting it off by pulling, the pushing. Hold, and come down. Whew. That was a good grip strength exercise here. So again, keeping it active, working that pull, push. That mechanism needs to be like ingrained in that mind-body connection in your neuromuscular pathways so that you can do it when you're doing your handspring, okay? So, come over, lift up on the right toes, left knee in, and we're gonna start by pulling and then pushing. Balance, and rotate back down. And pull and push. See that activation here? Up, stabilize, and coming down. Pull, push. Balance, chest up. Draw that knee up and down. 3 more. Pull, push. And exhale. Woo, good. And come down. Last one, pull, push. Balance, hold. And come down. Good job, you guys. My forearms are feeling it. My hands are feeling it. My shoulders, everything. So good. So let's just take a little baby stretch here. Pressing my forearm into the pole, slightly turning away. Standing up nice and tall through the spine. Feels so good. Come other side. You do forearm or hand to the pole, whatever feels good. Just keep a little baby bend in that elbow. Make sure you don't hyperextend. Breathe. So good, you guys. Okay, from here, we're just gonna take a little stretch here and just gently rocking. I'm not just hanging out here. Doing a little bit of a rock to stretch out the hands and the forearms. It's so important after doing so much gripping with our hands that we reverse with some extension here after so much flexion. So doing this is a really great exercise. After pull, anytime, stretch it out. Reverse all that. That's how you prevent like carpal tunnel and stuff. All right, my loves. Keep practicing these exercises. Come back to the video. Do these on your own. Get your own dumbbell, and you will have your Ayeshas sooner than you know. But you just really have to build that foundational layer of strength, muscle activation, and stability. You got this. Please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm always putting out new classes for you guys. Send this to your pole bestie, your pole wifey, who also needs to work on her handspring form. And you can also follow me on Instagram. I have a lot more denser content. And I will see you guys in the next video. Great job today. Bye.